Hello and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. So, I'm gonna continue the mission to map the anomalies on Duna soon enough, but meanwhile I've been working on another project. I skipped the getting here part because this is a huge transfer stage and a huge lander and it took a huge time to do this burn. So, to do this transfer, so I've gone ahead and got over here on my own, and right now we need to swing into a 90-degree orbit because we will attempt to land on Tylo, which is one of the hardest places to land on and take off from, hence the huge lander. But unfortunately we have come into a 270-degree heading, so we will have to. So I'm gonna burn towards 90 degrees to get rid of my, to kill my, well, okay, here's how it works. Your speed can be considered to be a sum of vectors, namely, okay, so say you're going diagonally. It could be seen as the sum of a certain amount of speed going up and a certain amount of speed going sideways. So if we remove our speed that goes towards 270 and then add a bunch of speed that goes towards 90, we should be able to swing into a 90-degree orbit. And since most of our speed at this point is in fact vertical, we should do that without we should be able to do that without spending too much fuel, which is exactly what I'm attempting to do right now. Now, I'll be fair, I used the mod, the Kerbal Engineer, to assemble this, and I haven't actually tested it yet. It's the first flight for this lander. According to the calculations, I should have enough delta V, enough speed in this thing, both in the transfer stage when loaded, even when loaded with the lander, and in the lander itself to do this, but I do not know for sure. We are on a slight southwards heading, so we can make our orbit more horizontal by shifting slightly northwards here. And yes, it is in fact working. Okay, here we go. That should be the retrograde marker there, which is going away. Yes, we are coming at the planet almost vertically now, since we've killed off most of our lateral speed in relation to the planet. So now, okay, looking good. I'm gonna shift my orbit further in this direction in order to get into a lower equatorial thingamajiggy. Okay, now I wish I could zoom in close enough to actually see the planet. Actually, I can. Let's press tab until we can focus on Jool. There we go. Okay, so this is Tylo. Okay. And whoa! Did I manage to break something off there or what? I hope not. Why did it... Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. I'm gonna lower the time warp to 2x, and that should... Yeah, it wobbles a lot. There's only a single connection, and even with all the fuel pumped out of the lander, it still swings around because there's a lot of weight up top. Can't really help that. This is kind of a test mission. See, I sent a probe to this system, which is here on Pole, to map it out, and I found two anomalies on Tylo. And, well, I had to design a lander that could go and explore them. Now, this lander should be able to land there, but it's more of a RCS on, come on. Turn. Anyway, this is more of a test flight than anything else. Okay, that will push our orbit up higher. RCS back off. We are on the 90-degree mark. Looks pretty good. It's not showing me my ascending descending nodes because we are not strictly speaking in orbit. Alright, I want to be outside Valve's orbit on this. Okay, we will go down there and we will more or less match our orbits, and that should leave us coming in to... Let's focus back on our ship by pressing tab many times. Yes, TS1, that's for Tylo small 1. I know it's unimaginative, but it sounds kinda cool, really. So, 8 days to our periapsis. Whoa, look at it just whiz around Jool there. Cool. Okay. Have to burn towards 270, and that would be... Bop. Yeah, I'll show you the probe design at a later date if you want to see it. It allowed me to map all of the planets of the Jool system. However, it is very low powered because it is ion powered, but it worked out alright. Okay, 1 hour away. We're gonna have to give ourselves a bit of time for the burn because we are, even at high time warps, we will be moving pretty slow. Well, not quite that slow, it shouldn't be too frustrating. Okay, this is a multi-stage lander. This central stage, it has 2 nuclear rockets, two of these tiny fuel tanks, and 1 of these, and that's all that is gonna get back up here. Everything else is gonna burn off and detach on our way down. Hopefully, if everything works out alright. And I really hope that it will. Because if you can land on Tylo, well, that is one of those achievements which, if you can manage, well, you can, with a reasonable degree of surety, claim that you have won the game. And I really want to win the game. This, well, if we can do this, we might be able to do Eve as well. Fingers crossed. In fact, if this lander was to, say, be parachuted down to Eve with a few adjustments of how the landing legs are arranged, one might be able to take it back up to orbit. Indeed. We might try that at some point. We shall see. We shall see. But that is for another time. Right now we need to do this. Come on. Okay, so actually RCS off. Let's see how much delta V we need to swing into orbit or get an encounter. Alright. Okay. Let's just see how much we need. Okay. Screw that, we will need orbital velocity, so we need to be moving at a noticeable relative speed to it before we can actually get a proper encounter. So let's not get too low, let's just get into a stable Jool orbit first. Okay, that looks good. That's our sending node. 2.5 degrees ain't too bad. And let's just start burning, and it is gonna take a bit. You might want to skip to the next video. I'm gonna end this once we're in appropriate Tylo orbit, and we will... Okay, can it handle 4x? It can. Okay, that's because I've pumped all the fuel out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this video is gonna be just orbit. You know, just orbital mechanics. The actual landing will be later on, and no, I'm going back down to 3x. That is too much. Yeah, you can't imagine what a nightmare it was. Even with my awesome skills to dock these things together, it was insane. Like trying to get... Oh, I literally don't have the words to describe it. I really don't. It was insane. Yeah, all of this is empty. I have drained the fuel out of it to make it easier to time warp with this. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, in a few minutes we will be in orbit. So, here we are, one of the hardest challenges in the game, and we are about to attempt it, hopefully successfully. Okay, that is changing, I believe. That is going up fast, that's good. Okay, so this central tank plus 4 of these is about enough to fill the lander. We probably won't be taking the transfer stage all the way back. It's kind of meant to... The plan is to refuel my thingy, the central part of my lander here in orbit, well, in orbit around Tylo, then take whatever fuel we can transfer over and burn it up on escape from Jool, and then, well, just ditch the lander part. Sorry, transfer stage. And we'll do just that. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. First we need to actually land on this thing. Now, Kerbal Engineer, I did use it, but I don't consider it a cheat, because all it does is just... It calculates things which you can calculate by hand in the game if you know the formula. So really, I could have looked it up, I could have added up the mass, the specific impulse, calculated the how much velocity I could get out of it with the specific impulse, and so on. But frankly, doing it by hand would be such a drag, especially since I don't actually know how to do it and I would have to learn, so I did it this way. I hope you guys don't mind, but if you do, nah, it's still a completely stock parts craft, nothing cheaty about that, and yeah. So anyway, we will get a Tylo encounter, we will set up a low orbit of say 60-70 kilometers, and then after that we will transfer the fuel over to our lander, and once we're on the sunny side we will just burn for a landing like crazy, killing off our speed. Now the thrust to weight ratio on the various stages, they should all be above 1 on Tylo. We should always have more power on our engines than the gravity. But it's not too high. I don't believe anything is significantly above a thrust to weight ratio of 3. So we will have to do a one big long slow burn downwards. It will not be that easy. And engines off. Time warp off. Okay, we are good, and we are good. Gently now, darling, gently. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna move past this and we are gonna see. Okay. Okay. So that's... Now if I move this like that, we would get an encounter there. That's 19 meters per second. Okay, what if I... Okay, so... Yeah, takes about 19 meters per second to do that. That's good. We don't want a too low encounter because, well, either way we should have plenty of time, but I want a periapsis where we have enough time to... Ooh, and we're actually pointing the right way here. Awesome! Anyway, I want an encounter where we have more than enough time to do our burn comfortably with a nice margin. Time-wise. No, we're not deleting that one, we're gonna be using that one. Oh yeah! Okay, so just a nudge really, we don't need too much. Okay, and... well, not quite that small nudge considering how slowly we're moving, but... Okay, I'm gonna turn the RCS on, we still have plenty. And believe me, without a big command pod to give it turning power, because SAS just doesn't give you turning power. It really needs the RCS. Okay, slow, gentle, burn, and not so slow and not so gentle. Yeah, you can see that those speed indicators are going down real slow. That's because we have a lot of mass to push, and 4 nukes aren't quite enough to do it that quickly. But okay, hello, kill that. Okay, 3,000 kilometers. That, I believe, will be a nice periapsis around Tylo. Excellent. Well, it's a nice first step in any case. 40 days before we hit that again. But never you mind, that's just fine. I'm not gonna be attempting to land anywhere near anomalies on this flight. That, if we are gonna do it, is gonna be done at a much later date, because docking these things together and flying them here and all of it was insane. I don't want to do that anytime soon. Ooh, damn it. Quick save often. There we go. And I will be quick saving in this. I will be quick saving. There we go. Okay, so not quite an equatorial one, but that's alright. That's quite alright. Okay. Hello. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna be starting my burn now. Okay, and if I aim myself like this, that should kill my north-south speed faster than it kills my east-west speed. So, on the 225 line. Okay, we can time warp up to 3x, so that should be good. Yeah, Tylo is really hard because it has nearly Kerbin levels of gravity, and yeah, it's really rather... Yeah, I don't want my orbit to be too eccentric, because I will need to... Well, no, not eccentric, but... you know... inclined. Inclined is the word I'm looking for. I don't want it to be too inclined, because I will need to rendezvous with my lander afterwards. Like this. Okay, vertical and southern. Even it out a little bit if we can. Okay. Okay, so... Ooh! Yeah, screenshot. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm so posting this on the forums as well. If I succeed, if I fail, I'm of course... Well, we'll see. You know how it is. But if this works, this is gonna be so awesome. Okay, moving in very nicely. Adjust. Do I want to fix my orbital inclination beyond this? Don't think I do, actually. Should be okay. I should be able to rendezvous in any case. You know, no matter what. What I really need is a nice slow periapsis. Everything. Yeah, and you want to kill your vertical speed faster than your, you know, horizontal speed, because your vertical speed gets transferred into... point is, it's complicated. If you kill your vertical speed completely, then your new highest or lowest point in your orbit will be here. So if I killed all of my orbital speed here, this is where my apoapsis would be at my current position. So that's the idea. Again, your speed is a sum of vectors, and I'm killing my vertical vector faster than I'm killing my horizontal vector, more or less. Kinda. Which is helping me bring my periapsis down and swing into orbit. It's like geometry slash physics. And am I on these? No, I'm still on these, and we will have plenty of fuel to transfer into the lander. It seems excellent. Okay, now we want to bring our periapsis down to, well, I don't know, 60 to 80 kilometers, which we will do very shortly. And then we will have to do the same to our apoapsis, and then we will have to actually land this thing, which will be an insanity all of its own, of course. Well, not this whole thing, obviously. I can't land this whole thing, and considering the thrust to weight ratio on this thing, yeah, no. Okay, we want it nice and low, nice and low. Pick out the landing spot, doesn't really matter. Okay. Instruments are working in this cockpit, of course, which is a good thing. Okay. Gonna leave it at about 100 for now, I think. Screw it, go for 70. Okay, and I'm gonna do a maneuver node thingy here, just so that I know which direction I need to be facing and can aim myself properly before I actually do it. And that would incline me like that. That means a couple of extra 100 meters per second, but at the same time it means, well, it looks like it means that, but anyway, it also means an easier rendezvous after I take off if I get that far, and planning ahead helps, so I'll try and do it like this. Okay, now we need to spin around until we can find our actual target marker. Estimated burn time 16 minutes, that will be like 5 minutes at full burn with 3x time warp. And I know I'm still in the time warp, but it'll turn faster this way and it shouldn't explode in my face, hopefully. Ooh. Oh, okay, let's just say goodbye to the time warp for now. Turn on the RCS, let it compensate some. I've disabled the RCS on the lander and some of the ones on the ship because I don't need them for full rendezvous level of control. I just need them for your basic in-flight turning, which is completely different. And I have to use the time warp because otherwise it takes insanely long. Okay, now time warp off again. Okay, keep turning. Okay, that should be about good. Now we have to just wait for things to settle down. Okay, looks about right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now we wait for our node. Okay, where is our... There it is. Okay, so it'll be burning like that, eh? Nice, okay. Okay, node in... Okay, so 2/3 of my burn should theoretically be before the node, or something like that. So, I'm gonna actually wait for a tiny bit longer until we hit... Well, 9.5 sounds good. Okay. And now, let's just swing into orbit to the best of our ability. Okay, it started on these ones. I don't much like that, but it should be okay. Okay, 3x, so yeah. Anyway, here we more or less are at Tylo, or Tylo, or however you want to pronounce it. Tylo kinda anyway, who cares? Who cares? It's not important. Okay. Adjust. There we go. What's our trajectory? Whoa! But I kind of have to start burning here, and it should even out, I think. Keep ourselves aimed properly. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this whole lander business should have somewhere in the realm of 10,000 meters per second of delta V, which should be enough to land and take off again. This outer stage will be burned off completely before landing, because we can't land it with it still attached. We will land somewhere, say halfway through this second stage, and we will help it boost us off the ground, and then we will finish our orbit on the nuclear rockets, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. Again, I haven't done this before. I just used Kerbal Engineer to help design something which would probably work. And that's all I've got. That plus my awesome skills, such as they are. Okay, we're looking good. Yeah, looking good. Speed is... well, we are slowly working our way through our maneuver. Fuel is looking good. This central stage, if it is fully loaded when we head for Kerbin, should be enough to get us home, and this command pod has a parachute, so we can land it back on Kerbin. So hopefully it should be alright, I think. This central stage has about 4,500 meters per second of delta V, and that should be enough to get us back to Kerbin. For those of you who don't realize what I'm talking about, delta V is literally like change in speed, as in by how much your speed changes. So yeah. Okay. In fact, this maneuver is now not as good as it used to be, and that is the wrong way. Okay, so that's too much. We in fact need to switch up to change our heading, considering how our trajectory has changed throughout this maneuver. That's alright. Actually, we could in fact do another maneuver on our next orbit, if we so wanted. That might actually be better, considering how long this maneuver is taking. Our orbit is so fast that... whoa! Dude! Yeah. Okay, let's... pretty close, I think. Let's just... okay, screw that. Kill the time warp for now. Prepare this for our next orbit, and we want to go down, not up. Right. Do that. 93. Not quite good. And okay, that seems alright. Alright. So, nope, we want to kill some of that. Okay, just another 267. Okay, kill that. We are moving now, so Let the SS start killing that movement. Use RCS. Okay, darling, just stop. Just stop. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Don't be angry. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that looks good. We need to make sure that this is... Lest I forget, let's make sure that this is fully fueled, RCS wise. Okay. Okay, so one more maneuver and we should be good. Okay. And I know I have disabled that tank. That is perfectly alright. It is the way it should be. I will not be using RCS for landing at all. That is purely for the rendezvous later on in orbit. Okay, there goes the planet. Watching the node in indicator. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, 2 minutes away from the node we will start our burn. Namely, somewhere wrong here. Well, 3 minutes. And main engine ignite. Okay, 3x, another minute of burning, and we will be in the orbit we want. Whoa. Nice. I suppose. Well, close enough anyway for government work. What's our fuel? This is mostly full, these are full, these are halfway spent. Yes, we will have more than enough to fully refuel the lander. Excellent. It looks like we're doing this. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can do this. Okay. Okay, and... Okay, after this maneuver is completed, I'm gonna end the video here and reactivate all the engines on the lander, transfer over the fuel, do all the other housekeeping stuff that needs doing, and then when we return we'll be ready to start our landing approach. Okay, we are nearly in orbit, another 40 meters. Okay, 30, 20, 10, and engine cut off. Delete the maneuver, we are there. Okay, and on the next pass we will probably be burning for our landing. So, I'll see you guys in a minute or so. Bye bye for now.